Today you may refer to me as Sir Benny Attenborough because I'm going to take you through the wild world of Project Homecoming. Oh, Attenborough, okay. Before we begin, let me show you our new expedition vehicle. This is the Weenie Issy Off-Road created by Smuck. The Weenie Issy Off-Road. This looks awesome. You take the wheel and I'll map out our first location. Alright. Off-Road Issy. Oh, this is cool.
Oh my god!
It is very nimble. It's off-road, we'll just go up here and into a tree. Pull up quietly on the left and let's get a closer look. Oh, we're doing like wildlife. These vehicles you might have seen roaming the server. This is the Elegy RH4 widebody. RH4 created by VanillaWorks and the widebody edition created by Dark. The RH4 widebodies come in a variety of colourful liveries and modifications that gives these creatures, vehicles, their distinct look. Yeah, these are some... Let's jump back in the Issy and I'll mark the next location. These are some really cool vehicles. I like these liveries. I should take a look at some of the liveries from mine. I've always liked this vehicle. Alright, back to the Issy. Alright, calm down. Yeah, we're on safari with Benny. Remember to be as quiet as possible so we don't disturb them, of course. On this Project Homecoming safari, we don't want to disturb them. These SUVs are often found near parks and playgrounds, usually letting their young ones play with other younger SUVs in a safe environment. Recent studies have shown that the class for the SUVs has been rebalanced, which gives equal opportunity for one of these breeds to stand dominant amongst the others. I like the addition of the dogs as well. I mean, they just happen to be here, but... Also, take a closer look at the XLS and the Baller ST hanging around the back. Some of them have developed beautiful coloured liveries, much like the widebody. Oh, indeed.
You are looking totes delicious.
There's people in that bush. Look at these nice liveries. Dr. Nightingale and Professor Chompet have done wonderful work examining the SUVs. Bruff, are you listening to me? Alright, you staring at that Ron livery, so fine, go ahead and save it. He knew I was looking at it. Okay, I need to save it. Okay, it's saved. He knew ahead of time that I'd be looking at it. Come along now, there's one more stop before we end the tour. Alrighty. So, balanced SUVs. We'll have to do an SUVs race, since they're all balanced for performance now. Now, this has been a quite recent discovery where we found these huge mother dumps nesting over here. Okay. As I mentioned, these mothers are nesting, so be very careful when approaching them. Climb up the hill and take a look. Alright. We gotta be careful if they're them. We don't want to spook the mothers. Oh my god, what is that in the back? Oh my god, look at them. There we are. These little fellas were discovered by Smuck, who had the pleasure of giving them their official scientific name, the Big Daddy Dump. Little baby dumps. We got RC dumps. Tonka trucks. Oh my god. Nesting mothers. They've produced offspring. Look at those little baby dumps. Oh my god, look at this. Look at this. It's almost as big as the bloody parachute bag.
He's a scumbag! He's an absolute scumbag!
Oh, you do have to be gentle. They rock. They like to rock. Go on, stabilize. There we go. Look at these little dumps. That's all from the wild world of Project Homecoming. I've been Sir Benny Attenborough, reminding you to spray and neuter your Reginas. Because there's too many of the bloody things. Ah, that was very good. Excellent meetup and showcase, Benny. Thank you for that. Look at that size difference. Oh my god. That is quite a significant difference. Can we go underneath? You can go directly underneath, of course you can. In my new Ron Baller ST. So we're on the E3 Classic for pace. Yeah, sticking to the inside there was the right decision. So all these SUVs should be balanced for pace and performance. Which is always nice. It's always nice to have some actual balancing.
Oh, what a scumbag!
Cut back.
He's a scumbag! He's an absolute scumbag!
SUVs race with balanced SUVs. Can you believe it? I can't. Someone flew. I've always liked the way that the ballers handle, honestly.
Oh, what a scumbag!
I've generally liked SUV racing, to be honest. That was close. On the fringes of a top 5 from starting at the back. It's only been 2 laps. Benny! Okay, I'm no longer on the fringes of a top 5. Like, this is how SUVs should handle. When they brought in the Taurus, it just felt like a big sports car. They've done a lot better with things like the Astra now, where they still feel like SUVs, just sort of quicker. Like, this is how SUVs should generally handle. They should feel big and bulky and, you know, not that quick. The Taurus, I liked the speed of the Taurus, but it just never felt like an SUV. Needs to have that, you know, body roll and weightiness about it. Huntley S is still my favourite SUV to drive. Had some great races with the Huntley over the years. Alright, I'm closing in again. Put me back a little bit. That crash into the first corner, but we still got 7.5 minutes. I'd like to try and get a top 5 out of this. It's fun to see all these different types of SUVs as well, all racing against each other and all on the same pace. I know Project Homecoming are having a big effort to sort out their pace classes. They've got A1, A2, A3, B1, B2, B3, etc. And all just wide variety of different vehicles, but separated, but collected together on pace rather than theme. This is the E3 pace class. Alright, here we go. Back into the top 5 fight. This Scout is hounding me behind though, that's the problem. I feel a little bit down on acceleration. They seem to pick up speed a bit better than I do, but I've got perhaps slightly better top speed. I think I'm slightly better in the corners than these guys in front as well. Yeah, it's definitely acceleration that I'm struggling with the most. I mean, that's balance, like that's the beauty of balance with a class. Not all cars have to perform exactly the same. Some can have strengths and weaknesses in different areas. It's just the idea that over the course of most laps, most vehicles will get about the same lap time. Oh, that's dodgy. The Huntley S is everyone's favourite SUV going on retail events and Project Homecoming race results. It makes up 85% of SUV races. Really, on Project Homecoming, the Huntley S. I mean, it's just such a good car from a different era. Yeah, that was a bit dodgy on Project Homecoming, I suppose. Got into the back. I would have had a nice cut back there, but I hit him, gave him a little boost. This is the fight over a top 5 now. I just can't get it to this 5th. Better exit there. Going for it. I'm going for it. Top 5 hype. I love the braking distances of like bigger vehicles like SUVs. Like you've actually got to think about your braking. You don't just stop on a dime like you do with sports and supercars. Into the groove now. Driving a bit better. Why do I say things a bit wide there? Two and a half minutes. We're looking at maybe 2 more laps, depending on where the leader crosses the line. The leader's gone. Second place is gone as well. Third, fourth, fifth, sixth and seventh, all of us seem to be on very similar pace. I'm only 2/10 off the lap record actually, with my lap time. I think everybody's just setting very similar laps. Well, a different car might be quicker, I suppose. That's the lap record in the baller. Got a good exit there. Oh, I don't have the acceleration though. Ah. Oh, bloody hell. I didn't think we'd connect like that, actually. Rhea's come out of nowhere. Oh, he's gone wide. There it is. There's fourth. The pressure told. I mean, really, I'm happy with a top 5. I just need to, even if I lose a position, like, that's kind of why I wanted to get into 4th. Because even if I lose a position, I'll still be in top 5. Rhea seems very quick in that Grizzly. He's closed right up on me. I'm having to drive defensively. I think it's got some good acceleration, that Grizzly. That's where I'm really struggling. All the acceleration zones is just pulling up on me easily. I felt like that's where I was weakest. I'm driving so defensively. This is probably the last lap. It just pulls. It just keeps pulling on me, this Grizzly. It just keeps coming. I'm looking at the map. Are we sure these are completely fully balanced? This is like, I'm having to go so defensive. I'm defending for my life. I'm having to run him out wide. Like that. Not that I intentionally, like, moved to the left or anything, but I had to just take my line. He was on the outside. He knew the risks. Holy moly, that was some defending that was necessary. Oh god, Rhea ended up 13th. I didn't think he was that badly affected by that. What happened? That was fun. It was fun to do some defending again on those last few laps. It's fine. It was a fun race. GG, Rhea. Lag booped him wide in the spot that results in you launching off the rock on the outside. Ah, is that what happened? Does the debris act as a spoiler? No, I guess not. It's the wiggling that... Oh, I've started on pole position. Beautiful. Beautiful. I'm going to lose this race. It absolutely is rigged. But starting me on pole position, it doesn't really mean anything. I feel like we're going to have to be careful in the corners. Oh, God. Okay. It likes to turn. It turns really strangely. It's so strange to turn. Why is it so strange to turn? It's very like laboured with its turning. Like you turn and then half a second later it goes, oh, you want to turn? Alright, let me just start the process. And then, oh, I've turned too much now, I'm sorry. And then if you get a wiggle on, you're just wiggling forever. It's because it has the same handling as the full-size dozer. You're kidding. Oh, do you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it. Ah, yeah, it does feel like the regular, the dump. Yeah, not the dozer. It does feel like the regular dump. If I'm taking this, if I imagine I've got the full-size dump instead of this one. Now I'm thinking about it, it does handle exactly the same. I've got to envisage that I'm in the bigger version and then I understand how it works. I hate having a full-size dump. See, I'm getting a bit more used to it now. You still don't want to get the wiggle on. Look at the speed! The cutback! Oh, Boxer's had major issues. He's a lap down already and he's going backwards. I don't think by choice. I've clued into it now. I've clued into the speed and the handling. It does still feel really weird though. You're getting quite a collection of like small RC cars on Project Homecoming now. And carts and whatnot. Did you adjust the roll centers? I'm guessing not. I'm guessing Smuck has just honestly cannot remember. That would explain some things. So basically, yeah, if this has just dump handling, that means that it's like, that's why the center of mass is so high as if it's a regular dump, and that's why we're wiggling back and forth side to side. That's what makes it so weird. Smuck, you've done a great job creating this vehicle. You might have overlooked changing the center of mass values, that's fine. It's alright. But that does explain why it goes left, right, left, right, left, right. Center of mass is bloody so far above the model. Because it still thinks it's a full-size dump. trying to keep it straight. Oh, Locke has changed his name to Locke. Now I can actually say Locke, and people will know that I'm talking about Locke. Rather than anime. I also saw Mark Hamilton. That's not actually Mark Verstappen, right? Is that Mark Verstappen's not? Didn't he leave earlier in the stream, or is he still here? Has he just changed his name to Mark Hamilton now, or is that somebody else who's changed their name on Project Homecoming specifically to be Mark Hamilton, is to counteract Mark Verstappen? Oh, it's just those fine. Oh my god, it's those fine adjustments that you struggle to make with this, probably because of the whole center of mass values. Like, it's just everything is so laboured. Yes, now that I understand it, it does feel like the big dump, where that is a little bit, delayed, because it takes a while to get the turning in. But there's no reactivity. You can't make quick turns like you could with a regular dump, because the centre of mass is so high that you make a quick adjustment, you end up on your side. Locke and Mild finishing in the top 2 positions in this race so comprehensively shows why that they are often quite high up in random alls, even though it's all luck based, because they can drive the bad cars, the cars that everybody loses a lot of time on. They can drive them a lot better than the rest of us. That's where you save the time in random races. What a fun little machine.